this is about using a Padlet in a classroom. I would say Padlet is used, say, for collaborative learning. You can use it as a group work where you are asking them reviews about a topic or a research work, etc. Or you can use it as a summary also, like what they knew already, what they wanted to know, and what they learned during that lesson. So, as a plenary, also you can use it. Now, let's see how to use it. Now, if you type Padlet, you get a page. Since I've already created an account, it takes me to the page. But then you can easily create it by using again a mail ID. Mail ID and password. Now, when you go here, you can see the buttons here: Padlet Home, Profile. You can change your profile, etc. Premium is you'll have to pay for it. The one which I am using is a basic one. When you click on New, it will take you to something like there are a few templates. You can choose one of the templates already built in, or you can choose one of these available wall or canvas format, etc. So just choose a simple one here. Now you notice that it comes with, as I said, an inbuilt backdrop, but then you can also change it by clicking on. See here the wallpapers. You can see you can change any of the ones which are available to you, or if you want to click, if you click more, and if you have add your own, you can choose image. You can choose from your desktop that you have saved or anywhere in your system. Okay. Now I'll leave this as it is. Say let this be my backdrop, and go here next. Now if you notice here, there are the private like privacy policy. You can change password, protect, and so on, but I would say for using with students, you can just leave it as it is, because they can't change anything on the wall. Only you have control over it. All they can do is just post their views. Now, when you click on start posting, it's available to this. It's ready for sharing. Now, how do I share it with the students? You click on. There are two options. You can either give them a QR code or give them the link. I'll tell you how to do that. Both. If you click on share, you will notice that people and privacy here and share, export, embed here. Click on this, you get the QR code. Now they can bring in the device to the screen and scan it from the camera, this QR code. That will take them to the Safari page. That's one way of sharing it. If you don't want to do that, if you want the students to stay where they are, then you can click on this, the setting button. If you go down, you will notice the link is given at the bottom. Now if you notice the link is a little complicated here, you can personalize it. You can put it like your name. Yeah. So maybe Roy, and save. So that becomes the link. They can type the same link in their device, and that will take them to this page. Now once you get this, you can post, double click on the screen, and you get a pop-up box where you can type what is Padlet question, and there are a couple of buttons at the bottom. You can post an audio version or a video or an attachment, image, file, etc. Anything that you want to share it from your PC or laptop, you can share it as well. Now once you come out of this, the students will get this question on their screen, and they can also double click anywhere and post it. Now when you saw in the beginning, like the canvas format or grid format, those are actually the different formats the student can post it on the wall. Grid is like you will have one below the other. So if you're giving them a general question to all students, they can post their responses and it will come one after the other. I'll show you a couple of ones that I've already created. Now here if you go on the right corner, this button is where your personal Padlets will be saved. There's a home button also, but this is quick, gives you a quick access. Now you go say for the science fair. So I have made, I've changed the picture. Now they have posted one remote control car where they've given the ideas and I've given the feedback also. You can do in such a way, or like a flipped classroom where you can use it as a KWL chart, or I've given them an investigation. This was for the AS level students where they use this. So this is actually a website shared uh, from the net, so they can quickly access it. They click on it, that will take them to the page. So all of them will be working from the same page and write their planning or whatever you have instructed them to do. Now another flipped classroom I'll show. Now this is a video that has been shared from the YouTube, and this is used as, so they watch how this video or a motor is working, how the person has set up a motor, and they answer a couple of questions. So when they come back, you can start from, straight away start the discussion. Then I have this where this was like a critical thinking question where I posted a picture on the board. The students clicked a picture and they were using it in their device to answer a couple of questions. Now, if you see, I've written as task 1, 2, 3. This is kind of differentiation. So if they finish task 1, they move to task 2. So like you're not setting the target for everyone to answer all questions. So once everyone finishes task 1, you can go on discussing 2 and 3 and so on. Now here, if you want them, like what I found here, H is, they all will be posting at the same time so they can see the others' responses. If you want them to see the others' responses, it's fine. If you don't want them to, then you can ask them to like type in their answers in a Word format or a notepad, and you give them like 3 minutes time to complete it. Once they finish, then you tell them post it. They all post their responses simultaneously. So you can take it from there. Now you can change or how this is useful is you can take a printout of this and display it on the screen, or anytime they have access to read others' responses. So if you have graded 10 out of 10 or the highest score, the other person who has gotten low can actually read and learn from their peers' responses. And this is another a different version where it's like a research work that they have posted. Now this is in a grid format, I think. You can modify it as well if you want to. Say, if you don't want them to be in wallpaper, you can change the backdrop. Then I'm looking at change format. If you go here, see, if you notice, this is in grid, I think. If you put it as canvas, it changes. Now it's like one on top of the other. You can just play around and align it as in how you want it to be, or if you want to make it into grid, then you get it like that, one next to the other. So that way it's useful. I hope it was clear. If you have any other doubts, you can post it at the link below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.